Okay, children. Now we have to prove f is directly proportional to 1 upon r square. Okay, where r is the distance between two objects. But if we consider about earth is having round shape, correct? And for that round shape, it is having center at exactly its geometric center and having the radius r. Okay, actually it is represented by capital R, but if we are considering about the total distance from the center of mass to the object center, it is represented by small r. Okay, now I will explain what we are going to study. That is, first of all, we know that for any object who want to revolve around the earth, it needs centripetal force, because centripetal force is necessary force for the circular motion. If an object want to revolve around the earth, it must have centripetal force. Centripetal force can be given as F is equals to mv square divided by r, where m is the mass of the earth, v is the velocity of the object revolving around the earth, and r is the distance between these two objects. This is your object and this is your earth's both center. From the center to center, whatever is the distance, that distance is represented by r here. Okay, this formula is given you directly because in this year you are not able to understand this how it is derived. In 11th standard it is there. Okay, again we know that velocity or speed, that is v, can be given as displacement upon time. You know this, in 9th standard only we have studied. Velocity is equals to displacement upon time. For completing one revolution around the earth, the total displacement, that is from here A position to again going whole round and coming back to the A, the object completes one circumference, and one circumference of circle is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r divided by t. This is the circumference of the circle. Okay, nextly what we have to do, this is our equation number 1, this is equation number 2. We are going to use the value of v, that is v is equal to 2 pi r upon t, into our equation number 1. What we are doing? Using equation 2 in equation 1. Correct? So the formula becomes F is equals to m. On the place of v, what we will write? 2 pi r upon t. It's bracket square upon this r we have to write here. Now what we will do? We will do simple calculation, and that simple calculations are, first of all we will square this. F is equals to m. What is 2's square? 2's square is 4, pi's square is pi square, r's square is r square, upon t's square is t square, and this r we will write here. Understood? So here from r square, 1 r will get cancelled. Now F is equals to 4 m pi square r upon t square. Now just by doing a simple multiplication or adjustment, that is multiplying and dividing by r square. Okay, if you multiply this equation and divide also at the same time by r square, there will not be any change. Like this, F is equals to 4m pi square into r divided by t square, multiply by r square and divide by r square. R square get cancelled and your equation remains the same. Because we have to adjust this equation, we are doing this. Okay, now F is equals to 4m pi square, r into r square is equal to r cube, divided by this t square I am writing here and this r square at here. Now I just want to split the equation into two parts. One is 4m pi square upon r square into r cube upon t square. In Kepler's third law, what we have studied, t square upon r cube is equal to k. T square upon r cube is equals to k. Then r cube upon t square is equal to 1 upon k. This we will use in our first equation. Therefore, f is equals to 4m pi square upon k. This r square I will write here 1 upon r square. Now, if you observe this equation carefully, what you will know, 4 is a number which is always constant. M is the mass of object or earth, it is also constant. Pi is a constant. K is also constant. So this total value can be considered as equal to constant. F is equal to constant into 1 upon r square. So we can write f is directly proportional to 1 upon r square, and this is what the proof we need. Understood? This is the proof we need, that is f is directly proportional to r square. Newton used this theory to give the universal gravitational law, and because of this theory we are able to understand the relation between gravity and the interrelation between planets. Planets have huge mass, and because of their masses and also they are having radiuses, and because of that there is an attraction between every planet to planet, sun and planet, moon and planet, and every other object, and this leads to balance the whole universe. And because of the gravitational force, the all rotations, revolutions, then also the motion of our planet, motion of moon is possible, and also our motion is possible. Okay, thank you.